Hello everyone again, Jim Bayless. We're doing great. It's a great room. I think you're gonna like it. The acoustics are very good, and doing everything you can for you guys. You got everything that you need in the class, you guys. In this course, I hope, to the best of my ability, I got that for you. I'm going to treat this discussion right now that I'm doing right now. I'm going to treat this kind of as an introduction to what I'm doing for the course and how we're going to do the presentation here. This is available for everybody. I've got a lot of things on film related to this class that we are in. I have some material on film that I hope helps us out. I want to make something very clear. Oh, no problem. So essentially, we're looking at this. The lion's share, actually, I'll be a little more bold than that. Everything that you need, and for certain the lion's share of what you need, I already have on Canvas, non-filmed. It's not filmed, it's just PDFs. I have very many problems solved for you. I have, over the course of being fortunate enough to have taught Physics 120, I've used 3 different textbooks. I have drawn problems from all 3 of the textbooks that I've used. I don't know. I don't know if I'm exaggerating. There's probably somewhere in the ballpark, anywhere from 500 to 1,000 problems. There's probably 800 problems I have fully solved for you. You don't need to know all of them. You don't need to know all of them, obviously, but there's about 800 problems fully solved for you from 3 different books. I have copied the problems, the questions, from the 2 books that are no longer in use. So you know what the problems are, you know what the questions are, and then you can look at my solutions. I have that on Canvas. I also have, I don't know, I'm not counted, but there's probably maybe 200 to 300 problems on Canvas related to this textbook, which is the Serway and Buell textbook called College Physics. Let me look at it here. I think it's pretty, yeah, it's College Physics, Serway and Buell, Volume 1, 11th edition. Obviously, those I don't have copied for you. You're going to buy that book, and you're going to look at it. There's about, somewhere in the ballpark, anywhere from 200 to 300 or more problems just there, I think. And they're fully solved for you on Canvas. There's also very, very many notes. You'll see this in the syllabus. There's very many notes for you, there's solutions, there's derivations. You don't need to know all of this stuff verbatim, and you don't need to sit down and try to learn every derivation that I've done. There's some extra stuff done there for your personal enrichment. I also have some mathematics of physics that has some relatively complicated mathematics. If you're interested in challenging yourself, take a look at it. I'm not going to test you on that stuff. For sure, the problems that are in this textbook that I have done are fair game for every single exam that you ever take in my class. Every single exam that you take in my class, every problem that I have fully solved for you, practice problems, homework problems, all that, I have those fully solved for you. That's fair game to see on the online homework through WebAssign that we're using right now, and it's fair game to see on any exam, including a final exam. How that's all going to manifest itself, we'll talk more about that at a future date. Seems like a lot of the stuff we're going to do is going to be online, obviously. We'll try to do a lot in person if we can. We'll see. A lot's going to be online. But so that's pretty much it. Everything I've done is crazy. There are hundreds and hundreds of problems. I cannot do all of them live. I cannot do all of them on film. I'm fortunate that I have good people working with me. They've been very patient, very hardworking, and are helping me do this. You'll see that we've gone to different rooms because this is a tough place to get into. They've shut down for a number of months now. The campus has essentially been shut down. So I'm lucky to even be getting in here to be able to try to do something here to be able to help you out. So I'm very fortunate and appreciative to be in any room that they put me. You're going to see me in a couple different rooms. The sound quality, I think tends to vary a little bit, but it's strong enough. And the writing that I do within the context of what I'm writing, the writing that I do is very clear to the best of my ability. You should be able to read what I'm saying. If there's an echo or something's being muffled or something like that. From what I've been told for the people with whom I'm working, they said, yeah, Jim, it's fine. I mean, it's there. I can understand what's going on there. People should be able to find out what you're doing very easily regarding that. And again, the writing is very clear, and you can kind of pick up within the context of what I'm doing. So, the guys that we've been in different rooms. By the time you're going to see some of my work that I've done here, and it's again, it's a great experience. Great people have helped me out here, and like I said, they've shut the campus down. I'm lucky to even be here for a number of reasons. Okay, so we've got it to help you out. If you don't follow me as I'm speaking, my writing is very large. You absolutely should be able to read what I'm writing, for sure. In addition to that, all of this and many hundreds of problems more, all of this and many hundreds of problems more are on Canvas. So you can don't even have to look at the film if you don't want to. Just look at my problems on Canvas, and I've got everything solved. I got practice problems for you guys, and I got homework problems for you guys. You can use both sets, hundreds of problems. You can use both sets for your personal enrichment and for your studying. It's not a problem at all. You can use both sets to help you out. On WebAssign, the homework that you do is practically identical to the problems that I have fully solved for you on Canvas. Again, there's stuff here done live as well. The way I had said this is Physics 120. This is our class, this is our course. Physics 120, lectures, and some problems on film. There are 14 topics. The book, the Serway and Buell book, College Physics, 11th edition, Volume 1 and Volume 2, calls the chapters topics. So topic, you read that to mean chapter. This is what I've done on film. Topic 1, these problems right here on film. Topic 2, these problems I've done on film. Topic 3, these problems I've done on film. Topic 4, same thing. These are the problems. Topic 5, here they are. Topic 6, here they are. Topic 7, I did topic 7 in 2 different places. I did this sometime in the spring semester. These 3 problems right here, I did sometime in the spring semester. And then I did these problems recently now in summer. And you can see 75 overlaps. So if you see it twice, no big deal. Repetition is the mother of learning a lot of times. Here's topic 8, just 2 problems done there. Topic 9, just 2 problems. Topic 10, 2 problems. Topic 11, 2 problems. Topic 12, these 3 problems. Topic 13, these 2 problems. Topic 14, these 4, 3 problems for topic 12, 2 problems for topic 13, and 3 problems for topic 14. These are all live. Whether you can hear me that good or not, because there's been some echo issues sometimes, you can read all of what I say really good. And you should be able to, it's like I said, the people with whom I've worked really have gone out of their way to make this work very, very well. From the filming of me, to the editing of me, to everything. So, and like I said, they've informed me, yeah, you're audible fine. It's less than ideal, but you're definitely audible fine in numerous circumstances. So it's gonna be fine. Again, you're gonna see me real good, see where it goes. You can deal with this if you wish. I suggest looking at it. I suggest really getting a look at it that way, because it's the best thing I can give you regarding the lecture, because we don't get together that easily. It's gonna be very hard to get together. So look at it. But all of these problems, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2, are already on Canvas, fully solved for you. The joke I always make, I wish there's other problems are already bigger, I guess. But, I mean, you should have an easy time reading my writing. This is what you're going to see on Canvas. I write as loudly as I talk. So it's stuff like this. You'll see it there in full explanation of what I'm trying to do, you guys, when we're trying to do this. So I think you're going to be in good shape like that. So that's your call. You can say, hey, Melis, I don't have the time to look at these videos. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. If not, I'm going to go to Canvas, and you have all of these problems with the exception of a couple. I think there's one of them here. I just kind of thought it was a great problem, and I don't know if I'd actually done that on Canvas. I may not have. But there's going to be hundreds of problems on Canvas, guys, and you can look at those at your own pace, and maybe that's an easier way for you to learn without having to listen to me talking and doing this stuff. But if you have the time, you might want to see me presenting the problem live or almost live on tape, on film. So that's your call. So all of these are in Canvas, and hundreds more are in Canvas that are not here. So it's all there for you. My students in the spring semester, overwhelming majority of the people with my squad said it's fine the way it is. They didn't even need the film. They were saying we had enough stuff there was enough stuff on Canvas. You should be able to do this as a self-paced class. You're almost forced to do it in a sense, given what has happened, which is nobody's fault, and hopefully this pandemic ends very soon. We all hope the best, obviously, right? With all of that in mind, there's a lot there. If you're reading the textbook, you're going to discussions, you're going to the places they tell you can go to, because we're kind of limited where we can and cannot go, I guess. But if you can be there when you're supposed to be there and listen to us when we're talking live, myself and or the TAs, and you're reading the book and you're reading my notes, with that kind of strong motivation, which I know all of you have, I know you're going to do great. This course will teach itself. I've had so many people tell me, yeah, I don't even bother to show up sometimes. All of it's there, and sometimes sometimes students make excuses for it. Sometimes they just flat out tell you, no, it's fine. I can follow it really well, and whatever. Maybe they got other commitments or something. I think it's a bad idea. I think whenever there's a face-to-face live discussion going on, go to it. Whenever, now kind of different reality for the next couple semesters probably, right? Or however long it's going to be. But if you got a chance to be somewhere, don't cheat yourself. Be there. If you can't be there, and to a large extent we can't be there now, you have everything that you need. This course will teach itself, provided that you're willing to try very, very hard to read the book and look at the problems and go at a self-pace to do that. It's like an independent study class, but I think everything you need is there. I am not going to ask you a question on a final exam, on a regular exam or a final exam that is not part of these problems. That's not a problem you haven't seen. Final exam might be a little different. It depends. Hopefully we're going to try to do that one live. We'll see what happens, guys. But that's the plan. Do it live. It's going to have to be somewhat different than the problems, but not a whole lot. If you know how to do my problems, you know how to do this course. Physics is all about being able to do problems. Physics and mathematics are closely related in many ways. And you know the physics, you know the mathematics when you can apply it. I had a professor, great professor, a long time ago, and I said to him, I get this, I can do this. He goes, well, you don't get anything, he told me, unless you can add. And he wasn't saying I didn't know how to do it, but he said, as a general rule, we don't get anything. You don't get anything unless you can actually do the problems, unless you can actually apply it. Physics and mathematics is hugely, the physics of mathematics and physics itself is hugely applied mathematics. You have got to be able to apply the mathematics that we know. The more mathematics you know and that you can apply, because there's a lot of symbolic manipulation that goes on, non-explicit numeric manipulation that goes on, and then at the end we plug in the numbers. Okay? There's a lot here, guys, but you have it all given to you. Okay? Everything that I am talking about here, 99.9% of it is already in Canvas, as I said. And then and then many times more than that, or a number of times more than that, is in Canvas also that's not here. Okay. So I think it's good. At this point is where I ask people for questions. Unfortunately, we're not together for me to ask you that, right? So we'll figure it out. We'll figure this whole thing out. But this is where I'm trying to go. Let me get out of the way so you can get a good shot at it. So you can at least have it to get an idea of what I've done during this time. And those are the problems from start to finish. It's all legible top to bottom, I guess. And like I said, you guys can always, you guys can always expand this, right? And they can, always get to where it is. But there it is, the 14 topics. Okay, very good. I'm going to leave it at that. I look forward to working with everybody. Good luck to you guys. Work hard. You can do this. It's all there for you. It's all given for you. Not that I've done any great sacrifice or any great heroic act or any great sacrificial act to get this done. It's my job. But I did the best I can. There's many hundreds of problems for you. There's a lot of examples. There's stuff that explains Bernoulli's law when we get into fluid dynamics, kinetic theory of gases. We even give a derivation of the Doppler effect. We do a lot of stuff. There's just a lot of problems there. Do you got to know the derivations? No, I'm not going to ask you how to do a derivation. But for your personal enrichment, it's good to know why it happens. It's kind of like a lecture in its own right. You can always look that stuff up. I'm going to make it very clear on Canvas when I make that available to you guys. I think that's it. I look forward to seeing you guys in some capacity or another. We're going to make this. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to you.